Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome to this AFK Journey video. So yesterday, the AFK Journey official page just dropped the Journeys Unfold, more new info on the Song of Strife season. So in today's video, we're going to run through it. So based on my knowledge that I heard from other people, it's that they reviewed some of the new units kit, as well as reviewed some of the newer game modes, as well as the new features to be released. So we are going to do some first impressions, and then let me just reposition my screen a little bit. Maybe I'll just make it a bit smaller in case I'm blocking some of the details on screen, so you guys can maybe this size. Okay. So before we start, so that's it, right? Let us start the video. Okay, so I'll give my first impression as well as talk about what I feel about the kits itself.
And companions continues. They came a long way and finally discovered a new continent seldom stepped upon by outsiders. Ashen Wastes. Ashen Waste is a barren wasteland where not a single blade of grass grows.
There's some grass that I see here though.
Resources are scarce.
Okay, so we'll be partnering with the two new units, I guess.
And deadly threats lurk everywhere.
Blades of grasses here.
These desolate sands were once a flourishing civilization, now lost to centuries of fighting.
Okay.
Here, Merlin encounters some new characters from Marlin, Alsa and Soren.
Alsa and Saurin, okay.
Together, they face the trials of the War Song Festival and risk their lives to investigate the sinister plots of the Adamant Syndicate. But Merlin's return to Hesperia is still a mystery. Can he find new clues on this new continent?
Okay, we've seen this in the previous trailer. So that is the teaser, the beginning. Okay, let's see what's the new info review.
Hello, your most familiar Dolly from Noble Tavern is
Hello,
here.
Dolly.
Hear me out. The brand new season, Song of Strife, is about to unfold. I've heard quite a bit of news at the tavern, and I'd love to share it with you all today. Drinks and snacks are getting prepared, and they'll be served on your table in just a while. Before that, let me share the news I've gathered.
Okay.
Magister Merlin is arriving at a whole new continent, Ashen Wastes, meeting new companions Alsa and Soren. In the Song of Strife season, they'll go through the unprecedented trial of the War Song Festival to prove their might. Ashen Wastes is the most expansive...
Okay, well, before I continue, right? It'd be so amazing if we can do this kind of panning within the game itself, right? Because I think the panning within the game right now is sort of limited, but it'd be so cool if you can, you know, adjust the angles of our camera so that we can pan onto our characters within the game at this angle itself. Okay?
Unprecedented trial of the War Song Festival.
Okay, we skip to this
a
one.
variety of interesting cultures. The War Song Festival takes place every 10 years at the Sunseek Arena. Participants coming from different tribes. Everyone undergoes multiple trials, all striving for victory. In the legend of Dusklord, the champion of the War Song Festival is known as Ultimate Honor. The ultimate
Sounds very familiar, Ultimate.
Most importantly, who's joining and changing Magister Merlin's journey are Alsa and Soren. Allow me, Dolly, to introduce to everyone these two younglings from Uru Clan.
They're from the Uru clan, okay.
Alsa, the enthusiastic girl. Alsa is an orphan, but she never blames others for what she went through. She's cheerful and helpful.
Okay, that's the ultimate. Enters combat stance, gaining enhanced flexibility in dealing damage and dodging attacks. I think she's gonna get some like dodge rate buff like Iron from here, right?
Stone Barrier summons the power of the earth to damage and stun her target for a set period of time. Beyond that, a multi-tile rock pillar will form behind the target, which can block enemy attacks. Enemies originally located at the tile of the rock pillar will be knocked back. Multiple pillars can exist at the same time, but in limited numbers and can be destroyed. In such a hazardous environment, it's not always the best to strike first. Sometimes it's smarter to stay alive and retreat. And Alsa understands just that. When she releases her ultimate skill, Twirling Rocks, Alsa will move to the target location and cause damage to enemies within range. Then, she will enter the combat stance, during which Alsa will have 2 new abilities. First, she curls up into a ball, quickly strikes the target to cause stun, and then bounces back to her original position. Once she acquires her exclusive skill, Dawn of Terra, the more she rolls in the combat stance state, the stronger the subsequent impact and the more she avoids damage. Secondly, when Alsa herself receives a high amount of damage within a range, she curls up again and hides far away. Each curl up will consume energy, but when she recovers, she will gain extra shields. Alsa's other skill, Repel Sweep, can perfectly complement these 2 control-type skills. She senses the vibration of the earth, finding all enemies that have been controlled recently. She'll then create falling rocks above their heads to cause damage. This makes her a control-type mage who can create terrains. Now, how about her brother? Alsa's brother, on the other
Okay, I think having like have Dolly run through everything for us, right? I think we have a clearer picture of what her positioning is like. She's a mage character, she's a magic damage dealer. She's able to do damage, she's able to create terrains, right? These terrains over here, and she's able to protect herself by gaining shield and take reduced damage. And from here, there's also some sort of magical defense debuff, which sort of makes her a debuffer as well because she's the only unit on the battlefield. So personally, I'll say her kit is looking really strong in a sense. Like, she's this unit that can do everything. Like, she has a little bit of damage. I mean, depending on the numbers on the skills, as well as depending on the intervals where she can generate her rocks. I think from the looks of it, she can only generate up to 6 rocks, right, based on the showcase of the units. But I think this displacement ability is more than sufficient in certain maps in Arena specifically to see use for this unit already. At the same time, for game modes such as Legends Trial, such as Trial of Abyss, where sometimes having a good rock placement where you use the skill manually can help you block out certain units is also very invaluable. One thing I can think of is creating a circle around a unit and then just trapping a unit within that circle so that unit cannot actually come out. So that is one combo I can think of. Like that is one way to abuse terrain, because you can just trap the guy inside the rock and he cannot come out, right? So a ranged attacker can attack through it. Based on what I see, they say your enemy cannot attack through the rocks, right? But you guys can see that the attack of Odie still went through the rock. So I think what they mean by preventing the enemies from doing an attack is probably like it prevents the melee units from doing an attack. So in terms of her kit, I think she looks really, really solid. I'll say she's more so of an arena unit because her mechanism just fits arena better. I don't think she offers much for Dream Realm bosses though. I don't think she offers that much, but that's just my initial impression, because she does have a magic defense debuff over here, which could be really, really useful in creating a brand new meta. Yeah, I saw it over here. Yeah, so depending on, yeah, there's this magic defense debuff over here, so she could be useful for the Dream Realm side of things as well. Very, very hard to say, but her skill set is more of that of I'll say like elusive mage type of character. Because if you guys can see, right, this ultimate gives her the enhanced flexibility in dealing damage and dodging attacks. So this gives her the positioning advantage, because I think from just now there was a part where she can reposition herself. I think that's probably from the ultimate. And then based on the text on this part, right, based on this skill, so no numbers were reviewed yet. I'm just going to base it off the skills description as well as what it can do. So there's also Stone Barrier. So this is where she creates the Earth Pillar to manipulate the terrains. So terrain manipulation is a very interesting part of the kit. Unfortunately, from the looks of it, this is a second skill, so we cannot manually cast a skill. So I don't think the strategy I mentioned previously actually worked, because there's no way I can create a circle around a melee unit, unfortunately. At least not manually. Maybe the unit itself can do it, but we shall see. Okay, so this is just something that I thought of. And then her third skill, right? Her third skill is Rolling Boulder. Deals damage to all enemies who recently suffered from control effect. So this one has some sort of synergy with control teams. But I think one thing about Elsa compared to the current meta of Mauler unit is that I think Mauler in general, there's only a few units that has decent control. So one of them is Brutus. I think she might synergize well with Brutus, but the thing is, she's a magical damage dealer, and even if she does provide a debuff, right, it's the magical defense side. So I think Brutus doesn't benefit from that, although the CC part might benefit her. So we shall see. There's a few synergies I can think of, but in general, I don't know. Feels very weird in a sense. I don't think she fits in very well with like the current pool of Mauler units, but I do see her fitting well into the current mage teams running around, because she's a mage damage dealer. So because I mean, I don't know how tanky she will be as well. So if she's tanky enough, she might even replace all the frontliners to be the frontline herself, but unlikely because she's a mage character. So based on my take is, I feel that she can definitely be used in arena, right? Maybe some use in PvE contents because of the mechanics, but I feel that her synergies won't be around the current pool of units. Maybe around OD, maybe OD is one combo. Yeah, very, very subjective. I feel that we have to see the numbers first, because if the debuff is very high, if it's like a Carolina level kind of debuff for the magic defense down there, I think she can definitely fit into mage teams really well as well. And if she's a very powerful individual unit, like she could jolly well go into nearly every team, because because she's that strong, right? Based on her kit, it seems like she can be that type of unit. So we shall wait until the full numbers get released before we place any confirmation. But I'm excited to see her because I have a few combos in my mind for her, but I need to wait until the actual numbers drop, as well as wait until the whole unit's kit is fully reviewed to understand whether or not I can do those combos, and then I can present it to you guys. So that's for Alsa's case. Next we'll go to the brother side.
Alongside Alsa and is always there to protect her when needed. Even though Soren appears cold, he's exceptionally kind to his own people. He aspires to become the strongest, to protect. Soren's skill repels.
Okay, repel sweep deals damage to a target and knocks them back, dealing additional damage and stunning them upon collision. This is an AoE skill, by the way. Right? Feels like an AoE skill.
Gives him the ability to seize opportunities and locate enemies.
Oh wait, this is a single target push. I think that's a shove.
By terrain. He then deals damage to them with an enhanced basic attack that also knocks back. If the target hits any characters, terrain, or stage borders during knockback, it will receive extra damage and a stun. And Alsa could create terrains. Don't they complement each other perfectly? Besides repel sweep,
wait.
Terrain.
We see we caught a glimpse of something.
Complement each other perfectly.
Increase haste during battle. Okay, crazy.
Besides repel sweep, Soren's ultimate skill, Whirlwind Swing, also has a similar effect.
AoE ultimate.
He selects a tile on the map, leaps and quickly smashes down, causing damage and a knockback to enemies within range. Similarly, if the target hits any characters, terrain, or stage borders during knockback, extra damage and a stun will apply. Soren is very well prepared, practicing for years for the day to protect Uru Clan. He never doubted moving forward on the path of becoming an undefeated warrior, because his other two skills...
Wow. Wait, what did I see? Does rejuvenation, increases haste and recover HP and energy when HP is low. Okay, this sounds really OP, by the way. this is really OP. Depending on whether or not this unit has any sort of life drain, right, it's gonna be really OP. I'll explain why later on.
Provide him with additional effects.
Okay.
When Soren receives a single attack damage that exceeds 10% of his maximum health, his skill Deflecting Swing will reduce damage from this attack by 70%.
What the 70%?
Repel Sweep once. This trigger does not affect the cooldown time of Repel Sweep itself. Finally, his exclusive skill is Dusk Rejuvenation. When his health falls below 50%, the skill activates a mysterious power that strengthens Dusk's blessing, increasing his speed and lasting for a set period of time.
oh my god, wait.
No one would have thought that young-looking Soren would have such great power.
Okay, I think that's an intro for Saurin, right? Okay, guys, I I'm not gonna hide my excitement here, but I think this unit is probably the more meta one, guys. I don't know, like AFK Journey likes to release all this very powerful A-level character, right? Okay, I'm gonna call it, okay? I'm gonna call it before the actual release. Don't quote me on this, but I think Soren is gonna be the more meta unit compared to Alsa, Alisa, at least when they are released, because his kit, right, is basically what a Mauler lack in terms of the current meta for Arena. Okay, I'll explain a little bit if I get numbers of his kit, but his kit has a little bit of AoE, has a little bit of sustain to protect himself with the damage reduction. Just now they mentioned there's a 70. That's why we heard 70% of what? 70% damage. Even though it's only for one hit, right? Sometimes that one hit, depending on the cooldown, can be massive in keeping him alive for longer. So that's one thing about this unit which I'm super excited for. Like, he's an arena beast from what I can tell. And on top of that, right, he can do this shove back mechanic, which provides additional damage and stun when the enemy is at the end of the stage or when the enemy is against a wall. And yes, on paper, she's good with Alsa in terms of generating the terrain. So from what I can see, they are heavily based around terrain. But for his kit, right, in Arena, there's a ton of walls and a ton of maps with a lot of different obstacles on the map itself, right? So you don't actually need to use Alsa to generate all this. You can put him in another Arena map where there's a bunch of walls and you can fully utilize that part of his ability. So that's something which I think is really insane. And the dust rejuvenation, the part where I was super excited for, or rather the part where I stopped and then I'll be like, what the hell is this, right? So this skill increases haste and recovers HP and energy when his HP is low. So this tells me that he's like this berserker type of unit in the game, and he can sort of like keep himself healthy while like basically the low HP he is, right, the stronger he becomes, right? So it's like a berserker kind of thing. And there's one unit which synergizes really well with him, and that unit is Shakir. So I can see this unit going together with Shakir and then maybe like Seth to form like the latest Mauler Rush team setup. So I'll probably give it a try if I can get this unit pumped up, or if I can get friends who is able to max out this unit. But I think this unit is going to be the more meta one compared to the S level Alisa. Even though she's S rank, I feel that her kit is quite special in the sense it's unique and it's very new in terms of the mechanics side of things. But Soren seems to be the more powerful one, right, based on the initial observation. So okay, very, very excited, super excited for Silent Fury Soren. I'll see whether or not I can cook some insane combos with this guy. But yeah, that's my impression for Soren and Alsa. I think both of them are looking good in terms of their kit. Even Soren, okay, Soren personally, I feel that this unit is also going to be decently good for Dream Realm. But I need to see the numbers first, so I'm not going to put any conclusion there. We shall wait and see the actual numbers and the stats, right, of these units to see whether or not they are meta. But if they are meta for the Dream Realm teams or they are meta for the different contents, I'll definitely cover it, so stay tuned for that. But for the both of them, I think they are very PvP centric. So that is definitely going to shake up the arena meta, but I just don't know how yet based on the current units or the current pool of units that can combo with them. I don't know how they can shake it up, but I feel that they are going to be the one to shake up the meta because of their class as well as their kit. So we shall see. Let's continue the rest of the info and see whether or not there's more exciting stuff.
Realize their dreams. They've been preparing for this for years.
Yeah, we have a code. AFKJ update. Okay, go and claim it, guys. I'll put all the codes in the description down below, by the way.
Alsa and Soren will challenge the trials to obtain ultimate honor. This is the highest honor of the Warsong Festival. Throughout the journey, they will encounter interesting treasures and new monsters across Hesperia. This new game mode is called Bestial Brawl. In this newly discovered land, there exists Iron Jaws, an intriguing monster that resides in specific territory and guards it without mercy.
Seems like a mini game though.
Bestial Brawl is one of the main new puzzle mechanics of the new season.
I can see this.
When Magister Merlin enters the territory of Iron Jaws, they launch an attack.
Okay, wait. I'm not too sure whether or not you guys have played, for those of you guys who have played Warcraft 3 before, there's actually a mini game of some sort where you need to dodge rhinos. So it's very similar to how this bestial brawl thing works, and I can see this being being changed into that sort of mini game because it's quite fun. When I was much younger, I was spamming that mini game in Warcraft 3. So this dodging our
These
beast kind of
monsters
mechanic.
don't attack with the regular 5v5 combat forms. Instead, they push away the intruder until they're expelled from the territory.
Okay, so we use it to run
To
away.
obtain the
Okay.
treasures here, Magister Merlin needs to find ways to evade Iron Jaws. It could even be advised to crush obstacles for hidden treasures. However, as the saying goes, the most dangerous place is the safest. And the safest place is the best hideout for shiny treasures. Let's look at the brand new Treasure Quest gameplay. All you need to do is have a chat with treasure hamsters across the wilds and in some towns and start treasure hunting. For that, you'll need this new item, Loot Detector. By placing loot detectors at various places, you can discover the general direction of hidden treasures.
Okay.
However, the range and distance that loot detectors can reveal is limited, and only a fixed number of detectors can exist in the area. So make good use of them. In addition to Bestial Brawl and Treasure Quest,
there's so many packs. There's 23 packs over
a
here.
fixed number of detectors
Okay, let's continue.
can exist. Full provides the entire team with a large amount of buffs.
Wait.
The new season also introduces a special mechanic, Raging Duel.
Oh, Raging Duel. Okay.
Here, both parties have a value called Rage. By triggering specific conditions, they can accumulate rage, which, when full, provides the entire team with a large amount of buffs until the battle ends. Raging Duel.
Okay, from this battle itself, right? You guys can see that Soren is able to just force the unit to the edge of the battle, and I think if he is what I expect, what he is going to be, right? You will see people trying to hyper buff this unit and see this unit spam his skill, so he just force the enemy to the wall and then just make them stuck there and stun them from there. Like that's one thing that came to my mind when I see his ability to just shove the target. Like it's not the usual idea where Alsa is gonna summon a rock and then Saurin is gonna shove it. I'm just gonna think that you're just gonna hyper buff Saurin so that he just shove the enemy all the way to the wall, but it's kind of anti-synergistic with our dear Smokey over here. So because like Smokey was there on the spot, right? So Saurin was shove the enemy out of the cloud and then he himself will be out of the cloud. So I don't know, it's very complicated, but it's super exciting to see how this will work out. Imagine just being shoved to the wall and you cannot do anything.
Is a special mechanism that can be experienced in some levels, but not all battles.
Okay.
So pay extra attention when they're triggered. This new journey is so rich in experiences. But I've heard of more than just these. With the arrival of the new season, heroes will be able to become stronger in new ways to meet new challenges.
New power-ups. Okay, let's take a look at the new power-ups.
To you the all-new Magic Charms. Magic charms are seasonal, so let's say if they're obtained in the Song of Strife season, they'll be effective for and only for this season. Each hero can equip 3 charms.
Okay,
each
3
of which can
charms.
provide extra bonus stats. Each charm can be identified as one of these 5 qualities: rare, elite, epic, legendary, or mythic.
Okay.
Wow, look at these charms! They shine through your soul, don't they? Moreover, if you collect the same or higher quality charms, you can activate the hero's seasonal prowess. The seasonal prowess brought by higher quality charms is also stronger.
Whoa. Okay, this seasonal bonus is gonna be insane.
Getting charms is very simple. You just steal them, like none other than Vala. Just kidding. Where can Magister Merlin find charms? Through the brand new seasonal battle mode, Dura's Trial.
Oh, so that's where you get your magic charm. I see.
History with Asperia. Yet, I haven't found more information about this lost past. If you know anything, please tell me.
I think Dura is Merlin's girlfriend or something.
Dura's Trial is an all-new PvE mode where you'll find quite a few charm resources. Each tower has its own progress, and you'll get random rewards each time you pass a floor. This, of course, includes charms for all heroes. Clearing all floors will also provide additional rewards. Charms obtained in Dura's Trial provide heroes seasonal prowess, a progression that is easy to manage on a seasonal basis.
CC program, guys. Second code. I'll put all the codes at the bottom later on and link up this video as well.
Seasons, the timing of Magister Merlin's departure varies in Hesperia. In order to make each journey full of fun, each new season will provide a new experience. One of them is the newly added seasonal skill system this season. Seasonal skill is new content for every new season. In the long run, each new season will bring along new seasonal skill and a different level up experience. When the hero's season level reaches 51, seasonal skill will be unlocked, and its level will gradually increase with the season level. At the end of the season, all...
Okay, so it seems like Cicia's skill is root, so I'm safe, guys. because like I mentioned earlier in the previous video, right, I was talking about Cicia getting a super OP skill, but I don't think this is the one that will make Cicia OP. Although we shall see. Okay, we have to wait until the actual release to confirm.
Season levels will be cleared and converted into essence, used for upgrading Resonance Synergy.
Oh, what the hell? This is insane. Soren using the ultimate and then you get Taunt to attack him. Holy shit, that's the greatest nightmare. This is gonna be an OP skill, guys. Let me call it out now.
Magister Merlin.
So insane.
Soren
is already so strong. Why are you buffing him, guys? Why?
Progressions will be refreshed every season.
Supreme Arena, okay.
A brand new event, Supreme Arena, will open every Wednesday to Sunday.
Wednesday to Sunday, oh.
Caliber Clash event.
Wow, cross-server Caliber Crash event. I don't want to face this guy, man. Look at his tier. Paragon 4 on all units.
In Supreme Arena, the stage of the defensive side changes regularly. For example, some stages contain asymmetrical layouts or even tiles that can hide heroes, which is very interesting.
This is oh my god, this is my kind of gem. Oh, there's some question mark as well, so you can hide like 2 of the units that you are trying to fight. Okay, interesting.
The winner takes all, and not winning is okay, because there's no penalty here.
No penalty here, guys.
The new season will also bring along new artifacts. But what exactly are they? And how will Magister Merlin acquire them? So much to uncover in this season.
We're near the end, so I don't think they're showing the artifact side.
In the land of Hesperia, Magister Merlin and companions will discover Ashen Wastes, meet Alsa and Soren, challenge the trials of the War Song Festival, and form new bonds with Uru Clan. Through charms obtained from Dura's Trial and a variety of new seasonal skill, the new season is bringing new powers to all heroes. The new Song of Strife season will be available 42 days after the initial creation of each server, the earliest available date being May 10th. What kind of unknowns and challenges will Magister Merlin encounter? It's so very exciting! The drinks and snacks are ready. Timing is just right. Come and have a try, and let me know how they taste, alright?
Okay, so that's the final code. That's pretty much it for this trailer review. Personally, I'm obviously the most hyped for the Magic Charm as well as the Supreme Arena, because Arena is my jam. And Magic Charm is going to change out how we play the game specifically, right? So that's going to be massive. And then for the 2 units, I personally think that Sora is a more, I'll say like the stronger one, because his kit looks more solid. Alsa is going to be interesting, and I can't wait to see what combos people can pull off with this unit. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'll link up the video as well as all the codes that are released in this video in my description, as well as comments down below. So thank you very much for tuning in to this review or this reaction video for the new info of Song of Strife season. I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys!